Hey, good morning, YouTube. My name is Kenny. Thank you for checking out the channel. In today's video, what we're going to be working on is our 1997 Trail Banshee project that we got. So if you haven't been tuned into the channel, you might want to go ahead and do that. Hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. My goodness, I'll finally get it out. But in this video, what we're going to be doing is working on that 97 Trail Banshee. So we've done a few other Banshees in here. I have my 2005. I have the 03, the 93 replica that we've done. So right now what we're going to be doing is making a Trail Banshee. So we wanted something a little bit different. We're going to be doing some powder coating. We're going to be doing some Cerakoting to this machine. And we're going to see if we can get it together in a couple of videos. So basically in this one, what we're going to be doing is working on all the parts that we're going to be Cerakoting with the C158 Blue Flame Cerakote. So this Cerakote is going to go on. It is an air cure. We wanted something that I did not have to powder coat the arms. So we're going to be running stock arms on this thing. So we have everything already blasted and looking good. So we have our upper arms blasted and looking good. Our lower arms here. We have the steering stem that we're going to be doing. We're going to have the rear swing arm. We have the carrier bearing. Rear carrier bearing, and we have the linkages, and we have the bolts. So that's all that we're going to be doing in the blue for right now. But if you are concerned with what the machine looked like, we'll have a little bit of footage here. It did come out. It was pretty rough. We got it. It needed a lot of work done to it, so we got it stripped down, found a couple things that were broken. They had a list of things that were replaced, and we should have all the parts laid here. But it's just a process of getting everything done, so it's all taken apart. So my next video, what we ended up doing was getting it all powder coated and looking good. So we have the white frame, which is looking really good. Really good. And this one is going to be us doing the blue parts. So hopefully what we're able to do is get these blue parts done. And then in the next 4 or 5 hours, it's able to be touched. So you're able to just use your hands to be able to touch them. But if not, we'll be getting the arms hopefully reinstalled tomorrow. One of the things with doing the arms is I am going to also have to find all the caps, and I want to just do all the silver at the same time. So we're going to get the caps done, the knuckles done in that next video, and we're going to also be getting the master cylinders, brake calipers, all those things Cerakoted as well. So as I did say, check out this content, hit that like button and subscribe. You're going to want to join this one with us. So it's time to just get this shaken. All right, so let's go ahead and get this all shaken up and ready to be put on there. Make sure we'll strain it before we use it. But first, let's go over the old parts. So I did use Gorilla Tape to tape off the areas that I did not want to blast. So those are the front spindles and the brake hub. That looks really bad as far as the swing arm, but we're going to get it all out and blasted. And this is what blasted looks like. So as you see, the Gorilla Tape did hold up pretty well, and it did not allow those areas to get eat up by the blaster. But there was a little bit of oil on the bottom of that, so we're going to take it back in the cabinet after the gas out and everything, just to make sure we're good to go before we get this coated. The arms, what we did was at the top, we took off that little bracket that holds the brake lines, and we're going to get these blasted as well and get them ready for us to put some blue on them. All right, everyone. So one of the things I've been trying to do is that when I do put coatings and things like that on, I try to go through the application process so we all know what it is. So we're using the Air Cure Cerakote. I'm just going to sit down really quickly at the screen and let you all know exactly how I get this installed, what I use, and basically just let you all know what Cerakote says. And I follow that process pretty much to a T for the most part, and make sure we get the coating to be adherent as best as it can, and the product's really good quality, and it's all in there good. So let's jump at the computer and get that done. So basically there's going to be a few parts. Disassemble your part and degrease your part. We've already done the disassemble and we've wiped it off before we blasted it. We're going to mask off anything that we do not want to be blasted and all that stuff. Well, we're going to degrease and mask it off, and then we're going to mask off anything that we don't want to be blasted. Then we're going to rack it and hang it up and then gas it out. So the gas out is basically going to be a preparation that's going to cook it at 300 degrees for about an hour to get all the gas that's in there out. Then we're going to take it back out, mix our Cerakote up, and then we're going to spray. Then we're going to go by the cure schedule, supplies, equipment, and training program. So we're going to quickly just go down through all of it. Nothing crazy, but we have it disassembled as we did. Strip our item down to what we want. As you see, they have the weapon there, done that. We're going to degrease it all, which is just going to be clean up the stuff off. So they just used like a lint-free cloth and they just cleaned it and wiped it off. Whoops. Well, that didn't work my way. They're going to mask it off, so they're going to plug up anything they don't want the Cerakote in. As you see here, the plug, the barrel, and the golf club sandblasted. They're going to use 80 to 100 psi, give a nice uniform finish on the product. Then you're going to hang your product up, and then you're going to start to do the gas out. So this is what part we're at. We want to be at 300 degrees for 60 minutes. And then when you take it out, you're going to see if you see any oil or anything. You shouldn't see any oil. If you do see some oil, it's got to go back in there. So you do your process of degreasing it again, sandblasting it again, and then get all the oil off so the product gets on there well. So you take the bottle, you mix it for 15 minutes. You're going to shake it up for 10 minutes, They recommend a paint shaker, but hands work. Shake it up. And then you're going to be ready to pour it into your gun. You need to use a strainer, which I have some strainers to make sure we get any large particles out and anything in there that we don't want. And then we're going to spray. So we're going to check all the plugs, make sure everything is where we want it to be, ensure what we're doing, begin the spray process until I'm able to complete curing and flashing within an hour. So you're going to do it and make sure you get it all done within an hour. And you want it to be a little bit of a wider pattern and not just like that straight dot. So yeah, we're gonna make sure we get everything adjusted, and I'm not gonna go through that process and doing that. I mean, that's just kind of standard, but I just want to show that the preparation and what I'm gonna be doing with the part. So I also I utilize this here is using another hook to just hold your part steady, blowing off all the dust, and it helps you be able to rotate your part as well. So we're gonna figure that out. But yeah, you see he's using it and getting a lot of overspray, so it isn't like he's not using the product. So for H series Cerakote, there will be 1 to 2 mils thick. The Elite series is a little bit thinner. Generally achieve 2 coats. The number of coats is applied varies depending on the color. So we'll probably put 2 coats of color on this. Wet application, dry application. We're going to use about 25 psi. Spray too far, spray too close. I mean, it's just something that you're going to have to learn through or go through. It's not usually too hard to be able to get it done. For curing, you'll see in the middle of the screen that it is tack-free in 45 minutes to 1 hour, and then it dries completely within 24 hours, and it is fully cured in 5 days. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get this coated as we stated in the instructions. And overall, we're hoping to have a good-looking product at the end.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan.
All right, so we've gotten a lot of work done in these few hours. Sun's starting to go down. I haven't been asleep yet. I did work last night, but what we did do was we picked up another project. But we got all the blue Cerakoting done. So that is a huge plus. We got the swing arm, the carrier. We got all those parts that you saw me do before. It did take a couple hours to clear. And I also used I want to say it is called the gloss clear, high gloss clear on top of it. Air cure. So we were able to get all that done and get it looking real good. Parts have dried to the touch. They haven't cured yet. I did get like 1 or 2 fingerprints on, just being a little impatient, but that'll be all fine and dandy. It's going to be the trail machine. But we're going to take a look at it real quick, peeking around here. And then I'll show you the rest of the parts we have done. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get to have it nice and clean so we get some better looking pictures of it and some better looking video. But for right now, it's going to be a quick one. All right, so we have it here, looking absolutely wonderful. Polar white. We have the blue flame blue. So that's all good. Like right here, I dropped it and I got a fingerprint right there. It's cured now, but I'm pretty sure that will just be able to clean off. I didn't want to mess with it because it is like a little bit of, I had a little bit of dirt on my hand, so that's there. We got all the bushings packed. We have the caps Cerakoted with the Glacier Silver air cure as well. So blue here, Cerakote. We did that nut Cerakoted as well. Our stem is reinstalled with the new bearing down there, as well as the new guide or the new bushing up top. We have plenty of parts that we're going to do here in a bit. We got the swing arm. We got the new bearings and stuff installed in there as well, so there's actually no play. We have the new bearings as you see in the rear, in the carriers, all that's good, and some new hardware left over from one of the kits, but all this is coming along really freaking nicely. Over here, I do have a couple parts that are hanging up. So we have the bolts that go onto the sprocket, and we have the linkage, the little caps right here. Those are all good. We did this linkage, the lower arm, we did that Cerakoted as well as the axle. But over here on the floor, we have some parts that these are all going to be lime green once we get them all done. So it's going to be a little bit, hopefully I get some better footage tomorrow, but yeah, that's where we're rolling with it. All right, everyone, so we're back out here and we're going to go ahead and get that footage I was telling you all about. We have the Banshees sitting behind us. You see some more colors on it. So off screen, I did do a little bit more powder coating and get some things done. We're going to take a quick walk around with those things, close this video out, and then get rest of it done later on. Hopefully in the next video, this will be a roller. So that will have us at part 4, which is kind of just about 4 days of working on it. So let's go ahead and take a look. Well, hold on. Before we jump right into there and do that, what we're going to do is sit here at the computer and we're going to go over the specs and what I do exactly to get this on. A lot of people do have questions in the comments every time, so I'll try to let you all know. We're going to go over what exactly what color green it is. We're going to look at the tech sheet real quick and then just show the application process. It doesn't need clear, does it not need clear? And if so, what clear I use and all that. So I'm just going to go through that real quick. Then we'll get real close and look at these parts. All right, so we're going to jump right here into my cart and my account number. We're going to go down to your orders so we can see what order this came in on. Going to scroll all the way down to where that order was. And we're going to go to the bright green. And then we're down here, and this is a bright green color. It is a bright green, nearly neon, solid tone. It's polyester solid tone with a high gloss finish. So there might be some black and red specks in this, but overall, it's going to be pretty shiny. From what I have understood is that some of these polyester colors like this, they do still need the clear coat over them, those and fluorescent colors. So we're going to go to the tech data sheet. All right, so right here we are with the polyester solid tone glaze. It is fully cured at 12 minutes at 400 degrees. Each individual coat acts as an insulator, so you need to have additional time. The fluorescent and neon colors may have limited UV stability. So even though this one says that it has excellent stability on these, I'm still going to go ahead and clear coat it. So that is what we have here: polyester, specific gravity, the KV settings that you need to have for your gun, and we'll get a nice good coat on there. Then we'll go to the clear vision is what we're going to use, and it cures for 18 minutes at 375. So what I'll do is 80% cure the other one at 400 degrees. And then after that, I'll do the clear once it's cooled down, and I'll put it at 375 and cure it out for 18 minutes. But I'll probably do it a little bit longer, maybe like 24 minutes, just because it's going to be multiple layers at this point. It does have a it's clear, so it is going to be very, very high gloss, and the excellent UV protection. Gloss levels 85 plus, high gloss, average adhering. It is flexible, and it's impact resistant up to 100 inch-pounds, so it'll definitely take a little bit of impact. So that's what we're going to be using there. All right, we'll go ahead and get back over here to the video. Just because we all know what a Banshee looks like, I went ahead and put the light covers on. They need cleaned up, but that's no big deal. So we have our Cerakoted arms down there, looking real good, and our Cerakoted caps. The lime green on these areas, and we're just filling in with the hardware that we have left over. So we're going to try to do the whole kit being the stainless, looking real good. Got all these done. I have to get those taken apart and putting on the rear hubs, but this is where we're currently sitting, looking real good. So I think all this is going to come together and pop off really well. We do still have to take a few other parts apart, like our master cylinders and things like that, and get those things powder coated, but that'll be in the next couple videos. Got to get the shocks and stuff done, but yeah, this is where we're at currently. All right, everyone. So as I told you, we're going to be closing this one up. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell if you're interested in this kind of content. Share this. It'll help the YouTube algorithm and it'll help this channel grow. If you're interested in other things that I've done, here's the 2005s that I did right here. And here's the 93 retro mod that I did over there.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy.